right here is good, right here in the belt line. Okay, gentlemen, you receive your instruction in the dressing room. We're going to have a good, clean, professional fight. Touch them up. Let's go at the belt.
So a big opportunity here for Davelle Smith, a 23-year-old representing Inkster and Dearborn, Michigan. Taking a fairly aggressive step up here against Rolando Mansilla in our opening contest. 6 rounds in the middleweight division. And might have heard during Mancilla's ring introduction that he fights out of the Willie Pep gym in Argentina, but Raul, there's no will-o'-the-wisp influence in his style. This is a full-on bulldozer of a pressure fight.
Not at all. No Willie Pep here. No boxing. As you could see right off the top, Mansilla on top of Davelle Smith. And that's exactly what you need to do against a young prospect like Smith. You got to close that gap, make it a war, and put him in uncomfortable situations, Corey.
You got to like the body work there from Davelle Smith a moment ago. And Suge, I know that you spent some time in the gym with Smith, who landed a beautiful right hand a moment ago. We're seeing some of that Kronk influence right now.
Yeah, I'm liking the way he's setting up the double jabs and the jabs and following with a straight right hand. He just landed one that was perfect.
Excellent start here for Davelle Smith.
Mancias can't afford to give him any distance. He's got to close the distance, got to get close, work the body. Tight defense from Mancias, but as you see, Davelle Smith, he's fighting very composed, very focused. I'm impressed so far in this first round, being that he's fighting close to his hometown, and sometimes you fight off the emotions of the crowd, but he's setting up the jab, trying to land that big right, and he knows that he needs to set up the knockout, because he said in his only fight where he went the distance back in 2022, he said, I went the distance because I was trying too hard. I was trying to land big shots, and that's why I went the whole 4 rounds.
And one thing that Mansilla can do, and we've seen him do it against guys like Rodrigo Del Greco, is he can make the fight messy. And if you are maybe a little bit too emotional, you're thinking about the crowd, this is the kind of tough guy that can make things ugly.
This is the type of guy that Davelle Smith is going to learn from. I mean, look, Mancias went the distance with J-Rock Williams, a top contender, Corey. So this is a really good test for Davelle Smith.
Good body shot a moment ago there from Davelle Smith. That's been a pattern here early on. Maintaining a good range here. Able to use that massive reach differential that he's enjoying here tonight.
Saw Smith take a step back. He created some space. If you see Mancias coming forward, he takes a step back to create that distance where he could land that straight jab and right hand down the middle.
20 seconds of the opening round. Smith feinting to the body there, then trying to bring that left hook up top as Mansilla misses with that big overhand right. He's thinking big with every shot, but this has been a big opening round for Davelle Smith.
Here we see Davelle Smith, very patient. You see very patient, feinting with the jab, and then a good right hand down the middle. 2 double right hands, then the left hook. Keeps touching, maneuvering him with the jab, just creating that distance, and lands a big bomb. And look at that. I was going to say that left hook to the body. I would like for him to go with the other hand to the body. Work both sides of the body. You got to wear down a veteran like this guy. He's old. He's old. Good body shots, you get him out of there. We know he takes a good shot.
Mansilla taking a good body shot as well. He took plenty of them in that opening round. And he told us during fighter meetings, he lifted up his shirt and he said, I'll retire when I don't have these. And he was pointing to his abs.
Well, he was pretty ripped off, man. For a 38-year-old, he might still be ripped up when he's 48, but we don't want to see him fight at that age.
So round 2 now underway. Suge, what did you think of Smith in the opening round? Do you make any adjustments after that opening round, or do you like what you see?
I thought he was pretty patient. I thought I liked the way he used the jab and just trying to get his timing together to throw the right hands. he's been landing them a little bit more frequently now and controlling the distance. So I'm very happy of his performance in the first round.
Raul, one thing that you and I certainly saw on tape a little bit earlier on today, the posture of Davelle Smith, standing a lot taller now. We saw that last time out against Bell. He's bringing that same approach here tonight.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to get that low, especially with a guy like Mansilla that comes in with his head, you know, that can create a headbutt. So, yeah, he's using his height, using his reach to his advantage, using the whole ring, good footwork. You see him using the whole ring right there, Davelle Smith.
Mansilla looking for those hooks on the inside. Smith standing and trading there at mid-range, getting the best of that exchange.
It's very accurate, Davelle Smith with that jab. It's a solid jab. And, you know, sometimes he just puts it out there to keep Mancilla's at bay, at range. You know, he doesn't need to fight an inside fight, Corey.
Yeah, Smith just keeping that jab hand active.
I would love for him to set up the jab and swing wide to the body with the right hand. So there you go. That's changing it up, change the right hand up.
Well, Smith told us at fighter meetings one of the ways he likes to set up that big right hand is just to start touching to the body. And Shug, that can open up those lanes up top eventually if you just keep touching and touching with the right hand.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you can do to open up other shots. And Davelle is doing that. He's jabbing and throwing the right hands to the body. And he's just trying to get the timing. And
he's not losing focus at all. You know, you hear the fans screaming. You know, when Mansilla gets in the inside, Davelle grabs him, holds on to him, walks him back on the inside. There's that whipping right hand that I was talking about. You keep landing that right hand, and all of a sudden, guess what, Corey? You change it up over the top. And Mansilla is not going to expect that, and that's when he could maybe drop him.
Mansilla looking for a right hand of his own.
He's game. Mancilla's his game. He's in shape. He's the perfect test for a prospect like Davelle Smith. You know, he's giving him rounds. This is the second round. He's not making it easy for him. Davelle Smith is winning, dominating, but he's working. He has to work.
Take a look at the replay. Excuse me, take a look at the corner of Rolando Mansilla.
I mean, he's a veteran. He's like, look, just give me some water.
We're at a 12-round eliminator for the IBF and WBA Lightweight World Championships. The unbeaten William Zepeda will take on Maxie Hughes, the former IBO World Champion, at the Cosmo in Las Vegas on Saturday, March 16th, live here on DAZN. Round 3 underway. Our opening contest between Davelle Smith and Rolando Mansilla. Good start here for Davelle Smith. Mansilla, as always, charging hard. Nice left hook to the body there from Davelle Smith. And Raul, you've described this as a nice test for Davelle Smith. And Shug, these are nice tests early in prospects' careers because they're just going to make you a little bit uncomfortable. You're not necessarily going to see a lot of this style in the elite amateur ranks.
well, these are the things that I like to see in a fighter coming up, being a prospect on his way to the top. It's because these are fights that groom him, and they get him ready for the more experienced guys, which Rolando is. And you can see Davelle just caught him with a good shot.
Yeah, Mansilla in some trouble here. It was a body shot, and it was a left hook up top. And Mansilla holding on. See him complaining about a shot behind the head, but that wasn't what we saw. We saw a body shot double him over.
Look at that left hook to the body. He needs to dig deep to the body, bring it over the top. Those body shots are really taking a toll. You got to remember, Mansilla is 38 years old. He's not the same. He's not the same like when you're a youngster like Davelle Smith, who's only 23.
Well, Smith not allowing Mansilla to bully him on the inside. He's staying short and he's working up the middle and then working around the guard like that.
He's controlling the distance. He's doing the right thing. This is again, I keep repeating myself because this is a great learning fight for Davelle Smith. Later on, you know, you're going to fight guys that come forward like that, you know, that put a lot of pressure. You got to fight the slick guys. You got to fight the guys that are awkward. I mean, he's got to be ready for any kind of style when he gets up to the bigger fights, the bigger 10-round fights. That way he's able to make adjustments for him.
Smith doubling up on that right hand, the right hand down the middle, and then the chopping right behind it as well.
See, Davelle here, he's pretty much slowed down the fight, and he's got everything under control. It's just now it's just a timing issue where you have to try to mix up the rhythm of your punches to start sliding some good right hands, some right hooks, and some left hooks to the body.
And he's already done something to Mansilla that we haven't seen all that often against Mansilla.
That left hook again.
That left hook will help with this.
And Mansilla complains. He has known to complain about shots that are, you know, I mean, that was a perfect shot to the body.
Perfect right hand to the body there. And he's making Mansilla question himself coming in. And for most of Mancilla's career, listen, whether he gets hit or not, he's bowling forward. And right now, we're seeing him think about it.
Yes, of course, he's thinking about it. He's feeling those body shots.
Smith just missed with a home run left hook there a second ago. Another dominant round for the Kronk product.
Here we see Davelle Smith, nice jab, double jab, touch it jab, just controlling the distance. And then that left hook to the body over the top. I'll tell you what, that caught Mancilla's attention. I think he was hurt there. He's breaking him down. I think he's slowly breaking him down.
Caraballo in the corner with Davelle Smith.
I'm looking at Octavio Lara give instructions to Davelle about throwing that left hook to the body. Octavio was one of the fighters at the Kronk gym, one of Emmanuel's proteges, and he had a very vicious left hook to the body. I see they've been working on it.
So that's where that's coming from, man, huh?
He's passed it down the line. It has worked wonders for Davelle Smith thus far as we begin round 4.
Oh, solid jab.
A terrific jab, snapping the head back of Mansilla. You see Smith getting a little bit more playful. You see the footwork.
He's comfortable. He's loose. He's feeling himself. He's not loaded up with every shot. There he goes again with that left hook. Very composed, you know, for a guy that didn't have that. You know, I'm real big on amateur background. He only had, I believe he was 23-9 as an amateur. And, you know, the amateurs get you ready for situations like this, but he didn't have that amateur pedigree. And I think they've been doing a great job as trainers of teaching him the ropes, of the fundamentals of boxing, you know, just being relaxed in there and don't let nothing override you. Don't let the pressure of a veteran like Mancilla's get in your way. And he's doing it, Corey. I like that. I like what I see.
Well, if you don't have a lengthy amateur background, training at the Kronk is a good way to get a crash course and get up to speed.
I can remember when Davelle, when we were training in the Kronk gym, and he was boxing a lot of the professional guys. He was just 17, turning 18, but he was boxing with like Vladimir Shishkin, Shoja Hearn-Hergeshev, Anthony Durrell. I mean, these are the guys that he grew up with, and he's learning from. So this is what I'm seeing now in him being patient and seeing so many different styles, and he's able to go out there and just keep control and work as he wants to.
Working as a southpaw right now.
Yeah, I saw that. I definitely showing a lot of progress.
Hard body shot there from Smith. The left hand to the body out of the southpaw stance.
Which a southpaw stand, I was a left-hander. That's a punch that a lot of fighters, left-handers, are kind of scared to throw, Corey, because you think they're going to hit you with an overhand right, but let me tell you, it works all the time. You saw how it worked for Davelle Smith right now, off the southpaw stance.
But to your point, the ones that aren't afraid to throw that shot, they can really benefit from it. You think of tall southpaws that throw to the body well.
Yes.
Think of like a Lucian Bute, that uppercut to the body.
Yes.
Smith showing that off, and look at that body shot. Left hand, tucked it right around the elbow of Rolando Mansilla. Mansilla just can't get anything going right now. You see the frustration on the face.
Yeah. You saw that. He knows it. He's swinging wild, and I love the placement of the punches of Davelle Smith, too.
I'm sitting here, I'm just watching Davelle. I'm watching how he's using the jab, and for me, I really love it. I loved how you control the fight with the jab. You keep the man at a good distance, and I'm just watching him from when he was just a few years ago, about 3 years ago, how he's grown so much now.
Yeah.
Primarily with his strength, his physical strength now, he's able to keep his opponents off of him and kind of control the distance and set up those big punches still.
Here we see Davelle Smith. I mean, I'm telling you that. Left hook to the liver, send it up. It's been a buffet. Well, there's a 1-2 there. I'm waiting for the left hook to the liver. Well, it's coming. He sent him up. Look, I like how he takes a step back. There's the left hook to the liver, over the top. But I'm telling you, he's been hitting them with a buffet of left hooks to the liver. He's really been eating those left hooks. His ribs are going to be sore tomorrow. Mansilla is going to have a long trip back to Argentina.
So 2 to go in our opening contest between Davelle Smith and Rolando Mansilla.
On with the jab, nice, controlling the range.
Left hook to the body again. And as we saw during the replays there, Shug, at this point, Mansilla is trying to block that body shot, and he's almost hunching over, but then he's almost ducking into those left hooks. He almost got caught in the chin by one of those.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was watching Davelle pick up the timing on when he's ducking, because he's getting very low, and you have to be a little bit more patient and catch him on the way up a little bit.
See if Smith can think uppercut a little bit more often here as Mansilla trying to sell out and protect those ribs, protect the liver, because he has eaten a lot of body shots here through 5 rounds. And there's another one.
It's repetitive, you know. He throws it. There we go. Now he's throwing it. He's got to hit the arms. A guy like Mansilla, he's a tough guy, durable guy. Like I said, it's hard to break down a guy like that. You really need more rounds. I believe you need more rounds to break down a guy like that. But this is great experience for the prospect, Davelle Smith.
Perfect. Those 2 jabs he threw, that's the rhythm that he should start working on. Is that rhythm of like a touch, because he's been putting the man to sleep with the slow jabs and stuff. And if he just changes that tempo, I think he'll land a lot more shots and catch him and hurt him possibly.
I'm thinking, like you're saying, Sugar, maybe, you know, like more jabs, faster with the jabs, and maybe more explosive with his combinations, 3-4 punch combinations, quick, and then sit down on a big shot.
Yeah,
you know, change up the speeds of the combination.
Yeah. I've always been a strong believer in changing up the rhythm.
Right.
You send off a signal of a tap, and then you come back with a tap. Right. And it kind of just throws the person off and blocking and dipping and ducking. And it's hard for them to read you as a fighter and what punches to roll and block.
Nice uppercut a moment ago from Smith, and that one might have impacted Mansilla, who's just going to the ropes on his own accord, and he got ripped with a left hook there a moment ago.
That was a nice check left hook by Smith. Oh, look, I like that. I like that right hand to the body, the whipping right hand, and how he's just measuring him, touching him with the jab, Corey, to measure the distance, you know.
Mouthpiece out from Mansilla. We should mention as well, blood coming from the nose, it looked like, of Davelle Smith a moment ago. Doesn't seem to be impacting him in any meaningful way. Mansilla getting a much-needed reprieve here. They're taking their time.
Oh, trust me. Hey, look,
he's a mouthpiece.
He's a veteran, Corey. He did that on purpose. Trust me. He knows why he dropped that mouthpiece. You know that trick. Sugar, don't you know that trick, man? Come on.
I personally don't know it, but I've seen it in boxing a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen it from Mansilla in the past. He's lost points for doing that very thing in the past as he tries to bring that right hand over the top. Maybe a little boost of energy after that veteran maneuver. But it has been all Davelle Smith in our opening contest with just 1 round remaining.
Here we see Smith again, busy with the jab. Well, he turned him over there. He threw a combination and angled off of that, but they're measuring with the jab, hook to the body like I'm talking about, that swooping right hook to the body. Not left hook now. Check left hook. He's really sitting down on his shots, measuring his shots well, just having a good time, swinging away. You know, he feels very comfortable in there, Corey.
Actually, I like what Mansilla's doing because he's actually, you know, he's bringing out a lot of veteran tricks. Just a moment ago in the corner, Davelle tried to get out, and he kind of grabbed him by the waist and put him back in the corner so he couldn't get out and spin and start punching on him again.
The sixth and final round here of what has been a dominant performance from Davelle Smith, but as you're pointing out, even in these dominant performances, there are those little moments that you're going to learn from, and certainly there have been a few for Davelle Smith in this fight.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, he's been in the gym with some of the top guys, and actually he's seeing some different things here. I'm seeing some different things myself, and he's taking them very, very cautiously and still protecting himself and staying sharp.
Double left hook to the body. Nice right hand down the middle.
Let's see if Davelle Smith goes for the knockout. I mean, this will be the second time he goes the distance. 6-rounder. He needs that work. You know, the last time he went the distance was in 2000. There goes the mouthpiece again, Corey.
Yeah, he's
what is he going to say now?
on his way to get another reprieve if he can make it out of this sequence here. If Davelle Smith can stay busy, maybe he could stay on him, but no, we will get a break here. Minute 47 remaining.
Hey, give him a break. I mean, give him a break. He's 38 years old. He's a veteran. He's giving him a test. I mean, you don't have to be doing this anymore, so give him a break. Man. Come on.
Even Mansilla having a little chuckle at how long this is taking. And back to action. Mansilla with a quick burst of energy here.
If he spit the mouthpiece out 2 times, I would probably pick up the pace a lot more. There's his 3rd time right there.
Yeah, oh,
and I don't think they're going to
it
find
almost
that
landed here, Corey.
It did.
You were going for it, Corey.
It is underneath our table.
You don't have any gloves on, Corey. Come on.
I don't have my first base glove on.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they should be picking up the pace here, Smith, just because he's spitting the mouthpiece out continuously now, which is a sign of, you know, being fatigued or being tired.
All right, we have retrieved the mouthpiece from underneath our commentary table.
The trainer had to come all the way over here and get the. Look how much rest he's getting there, Corey.
If you combine these rest periods, this fight would be over already.
Yeah.
But easily. As Davelle Smith looking to close the show now. And walks Mansilla right into a beautiful left hook there. Catching Mansilla coming in aggressively. Credit to Davelle Smith. I mean, he has not been trapped on the inside by Mansilla whatsoever on this fight, and that's what Mansilla has made a career of doing, creating these rough outings for prospects. Smith hasn't been trapped in there at all.
Yeah, he trust me, he was trying all night long, but, you know, we see the footwork, too, of Davelle Smith. He moves around, using the whole ring, using that long jab, tying him up in the inside. He never really gave Mansilla what Mansilla wanted. He wanted an inside fight, but, you know, the discipline of, you could see the discipline of the young prospect throughout the whole fight. He kept that composure for him.
I like to see him in having fun now. He's doing some moving around. He's actually frustrating Mansilla more so, and he's a veteran, so he's been around as well, Davelle. So yeah, he's frustrating the veteran, and these are the things I like to see.
Final 10 seconds of this contest. Smooth and clean boxing performance from Davelle Smith in his 8th professional outing. And after his last fight against Dedrick Bell, Christy Martin was one of the promoters of records. And she said that she felt that this guy could be something special. And We'll take a look back at Smith's work in the final round.
A little bit of showboating, just feeling comfortable, feeling himself. Very relaxed, nice combinations there by Smith. Back with the stick, creating that distance, getting off, giving angles. Just frustrating the veteran, Mansilla.
Tough night's work for Rolando Mansilla, but that's basically all he signs up for and all he signed up for throughout his career.
Hey, listen, he went 6 rounds, tough rounds with a prospect, you know, that's 7-0, 8-0 now with 6 knockouts. He's going to get another fight. They're going to use him. They're going to keep using him with other prospects, Corey.
Well,
so he said he's 38 years old. He might get another 2 or 3 fights before, you know, the year's over.
As we mentioned, he said this could be his last year as a pro, but absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he'll get calls against top-flight prospects.
He gave him rounds.
He can absolutely give them rounds.
That's exactly what you need at this stage of your career. You know, sometimes you're not going to learn by knocking everybody out, knocking people out in the first round, second round. But rounds like this guy gave him 6 rounds. That's what you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause, please, for both of the fighters inside of the ring. After 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Gross scores the matchup 59-55. Judge Schmidt scores it 60-54. And Judge Santino also scores it 60-54. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Davelle Smith.
So a near shutout for Davelle Smith. You heard the scores, 60-54 twice, 59-55. One judge giving 1 round to Mansilla. You know, a little welcome to Detroit gift.
Hey,
one of those rounds, perhaps?
He deserves it. Wow, come on. He's a
absolutely.
veteran, 38 years old, on his way out. Give him a little, you're right, a little gift.